My name is Manar Saria Weiss, and I am the Regional Coordinator of the Green Library Project at the Goethe-Institut. In previous videos, we looked at different initiatives on a local level. Today, we will look at a library of ideas at a hackathon. Let's meet the organizers to tell us more about this idea and the project. איזה כיף, רינה. היי, שלום.
שלום.
I have the pleasure of meeting one of the main organizers of the hackathon. Can you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about this library of ideas?
Yes, sure. So my name is Rina Kerem. I live here in the region, in the southern Arava, and I hold a PhD in transboundary environmental cooperation, environmental policy, and geography. And this hackathon, like you mentioned, it's about creating a bank of ideas or bringing together people from the region in order to create solutions for the practices of local industries, how to take challenges from the local industries in our southern desert, hyper-arid region and turn them into more environmental practices. And the reason we have people from all over the region, we have Palestinians, Jordanians, Moroccans, Israelis, is because first we want to create a diversity of creativity, a diversity of ideas, and each one to bring their unique type of thinking, which is also cultural and depends where they come from. And also, for us, this is about seeing the challenges in a transboundary manner. Many of the challenges we have here are shared between Sinai, Aqaba, and therefore we want to look at them in a transboundary manner. And in this case, we're also planting the seeds for the future to have these hackathons as part of a long-term strategy of innovation, desert tech, and regional collaboration, facing what we call the area of the gates to three countries, to Egypt, Jordan, and Israel.
Wow. How do you see libraries and knowledge centers as part of this worldwide challenge of dealing with climate change?
So I think it's our role, when I say our role as innovation, entrepreneurs, environmentalists, to create accessible knowledge. So I think a good library has to think out of the box these days. People are not interested in going and reading books or even downloading software or researching on YouTube or on that. It has to be interactive knowledge, interactive learning. And I think the uniqueness about the methodology of the hackathon, it creates a whole ecosystem around an environmental challenge. And all the environmental challenges in this hackathon have to do with adaptation to climate change and what's happening around us, especially, again, in a desert environment, but not only. So I think it's an interactive way of learning. And because it brings together the industry, the scientific community, individuals, local residents, etc., embassies in our case, NGOs, then it creates this access to knowledge that won't be accessible otherwise. And it's, again, thinking out of the box by presenting. First of all, people have to think and come up with practical ideas to environmental and industrial challenges. And when they share their answers and their pitches, as we call them, like today in the hackathon, they interact with everybody who's going to watch it and interact in the thought process of what is the problem definition, what is the potential solution, what is the business model, what is the feasibility, etc. So it's taking a problem, turning it into idea, and finally, potentially, into a business model, an actual product or prototype.
I agree with you. So we can actually think of libraries as a center that promotes knowledge, but not only inside the building, but it can be all over on a regional level via hackathons, via events, to share the knowledge that they have and that people who come and spread the word into this world, yes?
Yeah, spread the word into
the world.
I like it.
Yes.
Yes, and again, it's spreading it in a bit of a different way, in a way that engages people to look how is this knowledge relevant to them? Like, how are these, I would say they're more like living libraries and living labs of innovation, environment, desert communities, etc.
So if you can give us one advice of how to be sustainable in our region. I know it's a difficult question, so one advice of how to be a sustainable green library in our region.
It's an excellent question. How to do it, I would say, is really to engage all levels of community and to start transferring the information between the grassroots people and citizens to the middle range leadership, which are local, regional councils, municipalities, and all the way to the top leadership, to the government. So I think what's really missing right now is the link that relates all of these levels of society. We know that any real change, not only about sustainability or climate change, requires all of these levels of our society. And for each one to know that what they do makes a difference, whether it's how I behave in my own home, whether it's the leadership role I have in my municipality, and whether it's the policy I create as a decision maker. And what I'm missing is for the information to travel between these three spheres of our society, and then to make it relevant to our lives and also create these pathways where we can communicate, decide what sustainability looks like, what is realistic in our region, define it for us, because what works here obviously won't work in Alaska, make those decisions together, all the way from ideas to potential implementation. And in our sense, I think it's obvious, but our challenges are regional. Our resources are many of them transboundary, like the Dead Sea, the Red Sea, the Jordan River, and many more, the aquifers, the groundwater we drink. And therefore, we have to collaborate in order to think about surviving in this area, and not only surviving, but thriving, and for our children to have the same access to resources. So it requires collaboration. And I think making these libraries of knowledge accessible and transferring that information is a key in creating real sustainability. And dropping those big words and really going down to the essence. What does it look like for you, for me? What does it mean in our daily life? I think we need to also take a zoom out and zoom in from all of these, what we're used to, the big words, the greenwash, and really look at the bottom line of how this can be implemented in every household and in every circle of society.
Wow, and the micro and the macro. And I think this is a great idea. Libraries, green libraries, can be these connecting points between the different levels that you mentioned. Thank you, Rina. What a great honor and a great hackathon. Thanks a lot, and may we continue all working in our spheres and green libraries and promoting the good in the world for a better world. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Let's go in, guys.
We are here. We came here for a purpose. To find solution for environmental problems that are threatening our future, the future of humanity. We are not here as Muslims, Jewish, Moroccans, Israelis, but we are here as humans. We are here as humans. I can't remember the last time I woke up at 6 a.m., but I did here. I did, and everyone here did. Why? Because we have a goal. We are motivated, excited to wake up at the morning, to meet each other, to eat hummus, and start working. Listen now for the participants, my friends. We did it. We are all winners today. So, as Nana used to say, yalla people, let's say who wins.
Hi, nice meeting you. Yes. Hey, Nissa. Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, great achievement.
Thank you so much.
I am very happy to introduce you here to two members of the winning team.
Hello, my name is Nizha. I'm from Morocco and I study healthcare management at University of Mohammed VI Polytechnic.
My name is Shadi Boneh. I'm from Israel. I'm industrial designer and currently doing my master degree at the Technion about industrial design research.
Nizha, can you please tell us about your project, the winning project of the hackathon?
Well, our project is Cool Cows. We are the Cool Cows. It's about reducing the temperature of cows and in the same time reducing the amount of water and controlling the spend of wastewater in the dairy farm, Yahel Dairy Farm.
Wow, great. How was this hackathon for you? I understand that you didn't know each other before and you are from different countries in the region. So how was this collaboration or regional level for you dealing with environmental issues?
The experience was amazing. I can describe how much I enjoyed and felt I was inspired by all the members in this hackathon. And Nasa, we met just this week and we become really good friends, I think, and I hope we will be in touch. Even after this hackathon, I'll come to Morocco. And so we did one Zoom meeting before meeting here, but it was just on Zoom. We didn't know each other. So we bonded during this week and thinking about solution for the environment, which is something that all of the participants are about. Thinking about new solutions to have a better future and sustainable projects.
Wow. Nizha, why did you apply?
Well, that's a good question. Because I am interested in sustainability, leaving an impact on the world, and I think that in order to do that, this is the best way. Imagine people from all around the world, from different backgrounds, so we can think about solutions to big problems and issues that's happening in the world now.
So basically taking a hackathon as a learning experience, as a library of knowledge and sharing ideas together to come for something that benefits us all. If you can give me one advice that you would give us in order to be sustainable and support the 17 SDGs of the UN, what would you say? Take a minute if you want to think about it.
I think the main thing that I'm trying to do right now in my life is, first of all, reducing one-time use things like cups, takeaway boxes and stuff like this, but also composting your food. I started now composting in Bokashi compost method, which I find it really important because it has a lot of impact about the environment, and you all can do it with minimum effort at your home, and also reduce the amount of waste you have, and benefit with perfect compost to put at the garden.
Reduce
Methane gas and reducing trash and reducing a lot of things in order to eventually give yourself two good things, which is compost and reducing your amount of trash.
Wow. And Nizha, what is your advice?
I also think that we should reduce the amount of water that we are using every day in showers, in washing the dishes. I think that we can do that and we'll save a big amount of water by that.
And I would say we have a lot to learn from these great minds who, even though they live in different countries, they share the same environmental problems, and we are working on them together, and we almost have the same solutions. Reduce, reduce, reduce.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow, what a day. Hackathon 2022 Wadi Araba is finished. This is what hackathons are all about, and this is what green libraries are all about. Bringing people and ideas together to solve real-world problems. Local challenges are most of the time shared with the entire region, not only on a local level, so we need to come together to solve them. Great minds coming together for a better world.